You mean live with a bunch of women? No way. That was that.
I went into a panic and said, who mean? Never.
Even before I was baptized, I wanted to dedicate myself. I wanted to become a nun, but the life was too much fun. I was a scientist, and I was doing research, and job itself was fun, and I was climbing mountain, so I went to mountain almost every week, and going out with friends. Everything was too fun, so I waited decades.
At first, to be honest, since I said I wasn't interested in religious life, when I was coming, I came with the idea of I'm going to go see if I will be okay, fit in with the group, and if not, I was a Christian, raised from childhood as a Christian. So for me, it's another Christian way of living. And if I don't fit with the group, I will come back home. So in fact, I came to the community with a shoulder bag. I had only my bag on my shoulder, but I didn't know anything, so I didn't have any assumption of what's going to be like, except that I'm going to continue living as a Christian. This archetype has always existed in every society in one way or another. And it is not identical with the priest, the liturgical figure. It is the way of the inner life. It is the way of prayer or mysticism. The society always, in one sense, marginalizes it, and in another sense, needs it.
Eventually, I came to the point of saying that yes, I pray, but my prayer has to take me out into the world. I have to be doing something out in the world.
One of the things that really attracted me to this order is that we live what we call a mixed life. Many religious orders are either primarily contemplative or primarily active with ministries out in the world. But we try to live a balanced, mixed life, which is true of any Christian. Anybody who is Christian will have a life of prayer and a life of service. And it's not always easy. First, we have our life of prayer. Second is hospitality. And our third major area that is our service. We all have some focus outside, and it's kind of like a cycle that we fill up with prayer, fill up the tank, and when it's full to overflowing, there's a deep desire to serve and to give back. Many of us go out and preach, do retreats and quiet days in parishes. We have a number of sisters who have done ministry with children, tutoring and teaching children, vacation Bible school, teaching Sunday school. A number of us have been involved in chaplaincy or hospice, volunteering one way or another. Over the years, we'd be here all day if I tried to list all of the ministries that any sister of the Order of Saint Helena has ever done.
And if nothing at all, these bears witness to some of the ministries that anybody can do it, but we are set apart to do that. And for me, it's very important. Prayer for me, I don't really pray unless I mean to pray. It means a lot to me. So, and I think that's what we contribute to the world. I think the main thing that a community does is, first they say their prayers. They are that connection with the divine. Secondly, they offer hospitality to offer that space, that sacred space, to other people who want to touch it.
I think that people see me as a symbol, and that's a little uncomfortable for me to be seen as a symbol, because I see myself as a flesh and blood woman. But it's for most people, it's a good symbol. It's a symbol of life and hope, and someone who believes in me, someone who I can talk to. It's very hard to find someone that you can really talk to. Most people don't have that. And when I appear at somebody's room, there I am, and gee, I can talk to this woman. I think as a sister, they see me as someone who's kind of unattached, which is true. I'm not looking to marry one of these good-looking guys in the hospital.
You eat, play, pray. You live with one another. You work with one another. It's not a life estranged from the world. It is very much a life in the world, in a different way of being in the world. And there have been very difficult times when I have thought I really needed to leave. But I think that's part of just about everybody's life, no matter how they're living it. I think those times come to us, but it's been a wonderful 20 years since I was received as a postulant, and I have a great deal of joy.
The church needs to actually try to help us with this vocation in life. If the bigger world can make this a possibility for people who are growing up, the young people, to know that there is a life of this kind of commitment and dedication that they can actually live, maybe it will help. We've trained them to grow up and get money, earn money, but we haven't really trained up and structured them that they can also give their life back to God in a special way. And we happen to be a group of women who you can enter if you are a widow, or you divorce and you don't want to get married again and your children are older. The cutting age is 50. There is opportunity for people who may have, lived a life and now they don't know even, what am I doing with the rest of my life? My husband died, I don't want to marry again, what am I doing? And they are walking around there, but they don't know they can have a second vocation.
This community is a PhD course of love. We learn how to love and how to be loved.